Good afternoon. Welcome to the weekly principal conference of GEM Investments PLC Company. My name is Oleg, and I will be translating on behalf of the Board of Directors. This conference took place on Monday, April 3rd of 2017. Valery Ostrikov, member of the Board of Directors, speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Today we have a rather unusual conference as we will have a guest speaker. Let's begin our weekly Monday news conference. We're finalizing the development of a native version for Android operating system, and we will have a group of beta testers next week for an absolutely new messenger, a new version that works fast and without bugs, and so on. I wanted to congratulate everyone on that. I also wanted to mention that in just a week, we will have 2 million of users, and as Alexander Konchanovsky will show the numbers of how fast we're developing later in this conference. I also will discuss about the speed of our development and about building the messenger as an ecosystem. The main goal of our works, as we have discussed in our briefings, is the introduction of native versions in every language, as well as developing the technological foundation for introducing bots. These bots will allow us and various outside producers of goods and services to join, and these bots make the messenger very easy to use, fast and convenient, not only to the application's users, but also to those people who will work with marketplace, moneymaker, and so on. As you know by now, we have been transferring to the Maltese jurisdiction, and since people are asking questions about it, we invited Dmitry Nazarov, a partner of one of the company's lawyers, who were building this system together with us, and I will let Dmitry discuss the results of the transition and he will summarize the answers to all the questions that people were asking during the process of our transition. I am now passing the word to Dmitry Nazarov. Dmitry Nazarov speaking. Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to discuss and summarize the work that has been done. Hello to everyone, and today we can all congratulate ourselves as exactly what we discussed at the November conference and the goals that we set. As of today, 2 main companies are already created in Malta. The first company, GEM4ME Investment PLC, is a company / an investment fund, and the second company, which belongs to the investment fund, 100% GEM4ME Holdings Ltd, was also founded. The purpose of this company is to own all of the intellectual rights to the messenger that is being created, and this company will also be engaged in its further development. We are on the verge of fully transferring to this system. As of today, we are finaling the process of opening bank accounts for both companies, and we will be anticipating for this to be completed next week. These bank accounts will be open in a very large Italian bank, and the system of operating on this new structure will be launched shortly after that. I also wanted to discuss the differences between subscription agreement and the contract of sale, as questions regarding this issue were asked, and I will try to explain this in a simplified language. The legal difference between these two forms of agreement is the following. The contract of sale can only be enforced if there is a side that sells and another side that purchases. In order for this agreement to be valid, there have to be shares, and shares must be owned by either a physical entity or by a legal party which sells these shares. In our case, the shares are currently allotted, but they are not paid for yet. Therefore, these shares are apportioned, but they do not belong to anyone, meaning that nobody possesses the ownership rights for these shares. This is why, when a person initially buys, or better yet, subscribes for these shares, the subscription agreement is made. This practice is recognized by the whole world. It is fully in accordance with the laws of Malta. Moreover, all companies use this form of the agreement upon releasing their IPOs on the stock market. They imitate a certain amount of shares, just like our company did. They state the exact amount of shares being issued as well as what they are worth, both of which are stated in the following founding documents. As a result, people subscribe to these shares by signing the subscription agreement. I hope that I was able to explain the difference. However, that is the main idea. To end my short appearance today, I wanted to come back to what the conference started with. I wanted to highlight that we're certain that Maltese legal structure is perfect for both operating the investment fund and owning intellectual rights for the messenger, as a great amount of investment funds are coming to Malta these days. Malta is a country that fully copied British common law, which allows us to expect the biggest revenue from selling the messenger. The reason is that the structure is completely transparent and easy to grasp. We anticipate that this structure at the moment of due diligence or the messenger is being checked before its sale in the legal department, we have the absolute chance to receive the highest revenue. I would like to end my presentation on this. Thank you very much for the opportunity to discuss this matter today. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Dmitry invites everyone to our event in Minsk to have a more detailed conversation. 90% of success depends on proper lawyers. He will discuss the process of sale, guarantees to shareholders, how to become a shareholder, which legal papers protect the shareholder, and so on. I wanted to quickly explain what the difference between subscription agreement and the contract of sale is in simplifying language. The subscription agreement is the contract of sale at the initial stage. When the shares are issued for the first time, they are imitated. And when these shares acquire an owner for the first time, this agreement stands as a subscription agreement. In its core, this is a legal term showing that these shares have an owner for the first time. Later on, you as the first owner sell these shares and the new contract of sale is drawn. I hope that my explanation helped, and Dmitry will once again discuss this matter in Minsk. Let's get back to our application. We have only 1 week left until 2 million of downloads. Soon enough, we will be weeks apart from tens of millions of downloads. As you can see on the slide, it says, firstly, all of the smartphone's ecosystem is located in one application. That means that one application allows you to transfer money, sell and purchase goods and services, and so on. Secondly, this ecosystem substitutes all other mobile applications. Third is having the foundation for e-commerce. 4 is the ecosystem owns API, which stands for Application Program Interface, for connecting various outside services. 5 is that ecosystem makes money and generates profits. And 6, that the profit per quarter is $750 million. Can you name the ecosystem also known as a messenger that I'm thinking about? All of what I have read to you is directly involved in GEM4ME. WeChat currently makes that much money per quarter on the Chinese market, and it has many advantages, which we analyze and introduce to our messenger. But WeChat has one major disadvantage. The messenger tried to enter international markets such as India and Japan, and it failed. The reason for their failure was simple. WeChat was built strictly for the minds of Chinese nationals, and it could not find a way to adjust itself to other markets. Based off of that, WeChat made the decision to develop its influence on its domestic market. What does this mean for us? This means that by creating the ecosystem and introducing all the functionality that you see on this slide, we are constructing an international messenger with total localization. We are currently looking for ways to develop the messenger separately for each country, all while understanding and adjusting the messenger in accordance to the special needs of that particular country. When we make the messenger that has the functionality of WeChat and even more, the messenger which will work well on the Indian market, European market, American market, and adjusting to their needs accordingly, the profit from this messenger effectively working on all of these markets and generating revenue from advertisements will be unstoppable. We know that we must make not just a messenger, but also a messenger that will make people's lives easier, and you will see that all of this in Minsk. You will see how this functionality will work. We are very flexible, unlike WeChat, and we are ready to adjust ourselves to the demanding markets of other countries. I wanted to tell you all of this today, and I hope that this inspires you just as much as it inspired me. This shows that we're on the highway to success. Thank you very much for your time today, as I'm passing the word to Alexander Kachanovsky, the member of the Board of Directors. Alexander Kachanovsky speaking. Good afternoon, dear friends. We are continuing on this positive wave of today's conference. Let's see the amount of downloads that we have achieved as of April 1st. As you can see, we're right on the verge of 2 million of downloads, and I promise that we will apply all of ourselves so that we start our next conference with 2 million of downloads. This million will be easier than the first million, yet this is just as exciting, and I'm congratulating all of you on this. And, of course, we have partners that earned the most during last week, and we have earnings from $1,000 and up today on this table. These earnings spread very well throughout the world, from Canada all the way to Japan. You can see that it's $1,000 in Tyumen, Russia, $1,010, in Moscow, Russia, $1,400 in Ulsan, Korea, $1,500 in Almaty, Kazakhstan, $1,600 in Kiev, Ukraine, $1,700 in Toronto, Canada, $1,800 in Yugra, Russia, $2,600 in Tokyo, Japan, $3,000 in Richmond Hill, Canada, $3,080 in Tokyo, Japan, $4,000 in Murmansk, Russia, $4,800 in Maple, Canada, and another $4,800 in Cherkasy, Ukraine. Some made this much in a day, others over the course of a few days, and yet this is very astonishing. $4,800 in 1 week is our reality. The reality of how successful our work is and how much one can earn in our project while it is still in development and when our system of referrals is working effectively. I am very happy with the geography of our partners, and I am sure that we will keep seeing new cities every week. I wanted to show you this slide in continuance of the topic that we discuss very often, regardless of the fact that there are people who have been with us for the summer of 2014 and those who join us today while asking questions of how our project is different from other applications on the market today. Here you can see that I highlighted our main advantages, and I wanted to go over them together with you. I separated them in two parts: technological advantages and organizational. Let's begin with technological advantages. That is unique functionality. That is the foundation for bots and all of the following benefits that this platform will bring. Fintech solutions, in which we're ahead of most of our competitors. Moneymaker and Marketplace are also the examples of various services that bots will help generate and create within the application. Our other technological advantage is our world-class developers. We have mentioned numerous times that Synesis, the company that is currently developing our application, created Viber and Playtika, as well as Coinfide, the supplier of high-class financial solutions. And finally, the advantage that we acquired in January of this year is Google accompanying our development and directing us in the right ways. For instance, Google is helping us to brand and promote the application today, and you will hear the detailed presentation of this cooperation at our event in Minsk, to which Google representatives will be attending as well. And, of course, the priceless knowledge on how to promote and adjust an application to various countries is also in our possession as a result of Google accompanying our development. Google only comes to those clients that it finds to be the most prosperous in the future, as they spend their money to work with us. Let's discuss our organizational advantages, a set of qualities that sets us above. Firstly, is the completely transparent legal structure in European Union, both legal and financial protection for our investors, and complete package of documents. Crowd investing is the process of financing the application by a large amount of small and medium-sized investors, a major advantage for us as anyone from anywhere in the world can participate in our project, as well as, based on crowd investing, we do not depend on big investors, our big liberty and advantage. There is a well-known practice for competitors to invest big amounts and take over their opponent's products in order to destroy its development and make their product better. We are immune to such a strategy. And finally, we have the system of referrals and the army of fans. The referral system is something that no other developer of an application can boast with, and as they spend money on developing their applications and then spend even more on marketing campaigns and promote their products. Our referral system allows for those who are interested in our project to increase the size of their portfolios of shares, promote the applications, and earn for doing so. The army of fans is a part of this referral system, as those who are interested in our project can be even more active and earn profits. In conclusion, I wanted to show you our progress of gradual increase of the price for the packages of shares, while the amount of shares that they contain decreases all throughout 2017. We prolonged the date for this month from the 1st of April to the 4th, when the share cost will increase to $40, as you can see on the table here. Today, at 12 a.m. New York time, 7 a.m. Moscow time, our packages will receive the following prices, and the amount of shares in them will decrease slightly. This marketing will be in force until the end of April, so make sure to use this chance and tell those partners joining us that in May the price will go up once again and the amount of shares will decrease. For those partners that are most active and those who thought that they missed their chance to upgrade their status within 30 days, we are reminding you that until next Monday, April 10th, one can upgrade even if the period of 30 days has expired. I wish you all big successes in our mutual project GEM4ME. We will meet once more at some time this week, and now we move on to very exciting news, and which will intrigue you and make you work even harder, as I'm passing the microphone to Natalia Arshavskaya, the member of the board of directors. Natalia Arshavskaya is speaking. Good afternoon, dear friends. I am very happy to traditionally greet you on Mondays, as we are in our final stretch that will bring us to the main event of the beginning of this year, our corporate event in Minsk. This event is important to us because shortly after this big milestone, we will meet with our potential investors, developers, and buyers in America. We can see it very well from our event in Minsk. We are all anticipating to gain 1 million of users in 3 months, but we relax slightly as we gained a little less users in March, and you may have felt it, but I am sure that we will step on the gas pedal in April. This is our key month, and we are having a lot of changes this month. As always, I am very excited to continue on congratulating those who worked the hardest this week, and they are our winners. We are congratulating those partners who achieved Silver Master qualifications this week. Take a look how widespread our Silver Masters are. We have so many representatives from Korea today, and they joined us very recently in this celebratory part of our conference. Those leaders that have dreams, goals, ambitions, and energy don't stop until they achieve. Korea is almost dominant in our team of leaders, and it is hard not to notice it today. We mentioned our other partners from other countries last week, but today we are congratulating our Korean partners. I'm congratulating the following people from all of my heart. Moon Gai Kim, Ulsan, Korea, who receives 1 additional share for speed. Hyun An, Ulsan, Korea. Jae Young Park, Ulsan, Korea. Son Og Park, Ulsan, Korea. Ina Pak from Ansan, Korea. Yulia Uvarova from Persianovsky, Russia. Irina Rylova from Kachkanar, Russia. Inna Maximova, Железнодорожный, Russia. Valentina Shmikova, Ижевск, Russia. Tatiana Glukhich, Ижевск, Russia. Victoria Tsoi, Volsky, Russia. Ildar Saitov, Tyumень, Russia. Valentina Markovna, Tyumень, Russia. Tatiana Plaksina, Nizhnekamsk, Russia. Valentina Tsikanets, Grodno, Belarus. And Oleg Makhanov from Cumming, USA. Congratulations to everyone. We are also congratulating our Gold Masters. Takeshi Yamaguchi from Tokyo, Japan, who receives 2 additional shares for speed. Sergei Krzyzewskich from Ijevsk, Russia, who also receives 2 additional shares for speed. Nadezhda Mazgutova from Tyumen, Russia, 2 additional shares for speed as well. Galina Ivanova from St. Petersburg, Russia, who also receives 2 additional shares for speed. Galina Kim from Ansan, Korea. Kira Plukhina from St. Petersburg, Russia. Margarita Zabelina from Moscow, Russia. Alexander Lutikas from Kiev, Ukraine. Larissa Blinder, Naharia, Israel. And Dagmara Aremusova from Zvolin, Slovakia. Moving on to our Platinum Masters, take a look at it. We have more partners from Korea and Czech Republic, and our Korean leaders received 3 shares for speed. Very ambitious leaders. They are Wonhyun Park from Ulsan, Korea, 3 additional shares for speed, and Sanjin Kim, Ulsan, Korea, 3 additional shares for speed. Pavel Danek from České Budovice, Czech Republic. Let's take a look at our Diamond Masters today. They are Raisa Zemlyanskaya from Tuapse, Russia, Yelena Malila from Magnitogorsk, Russia, Kapitalina Barlukova from Bohan, Russia, Viktor Smolikov from St. Petersburg, Russia, Kaori Yoshida, Tokyo, Japan, Yuri Voronov from Cherkasy, Ukraine. Another great international team of ours. We have 3 directors today. All came up this week, and another international team, Ukraine, Czech Republic, and Russia. As per tradition, I will tell you about these leaders more as they are joining the President's team and direct the project's development. These are the people on whom you can always rely. Let's see how these people achieved their success. Edvard Vitko said the following about our new director from his structure. Congratulations to Tatiana Voronova for achieving Silver Director qualification. Your time has come, and I admit that I kept you between a rock and a hard place. I neglected you as a sponsor at times, as I ignored your cries for help and did not see your tears. However, despite all of these hardships, you made it. You took the challenge of mounting Ukraine on your shoulders and had the first Ukrainian conference for the army of GEM4ME fans. In 4 months, you raised 6 Diamond Masters, amazing, kind, and bright women on whose shoulders the Ukrainian youngsters have grown. You organized a charity exhibition and inspired people with the willing to earn and help those in need. You are one of the kindest and brightest women, with whom I was destined to intersect. You have never worked with e-commerce, but now you are a certified director of an IT industry. Thank you for the amazing team of Oksana Lutek from Zhytomyr. Mountains can be turned with these women, and we will definitely have an event here. I believe in your dream to build a health complex in Cherson region, and thanks to GEM4ME we will do it together. Remember our agreement, a dinner in the best restaurant upon achieving Diamond Master qualification, and I will keep my promise. I wish you great success. Thank you, Tatiana, for everything that you do, and we are waiting for you to join the President's team. Let's meet our next director. Marina Usova from Khabarovsk, Russia, Alexei Pamshev's structure. The will of a man is a power of desire, which transforms the fog inside of us to the sun. Khalil Gibran. We're congratulating Galina Beschevan from our whole team for achieving Silver Director qualification. Galina, you have joined our team not long ago. You closed all of your career steps promptly, and you joined the Director segment of the company. Your international teams grow at intense speeds in Europe. In your status it says, if you are able to see the beauty only because you wear beautiful inside. For the world is like a mirror in which everyone sees his own reflection. A quote by Paulo Coelho. This quote perfectly reflects your inside world, and you as a person, and as a leader. This is the secret of your rapidly growing team. We are amazed by your hard work, discipline, and optimism. You lead by example, an example of a true networking leader. I wish you success and luck on the path of creating this huge international team. It is a great honor that the team of GEM4ME wasn't reached by a true diamond. With love and admiration from all of the GEM4ME balanced team. Good luck to Galina, as we're waiting for you to join the president's team as well. Another star lit up on the GEM4ME sky today. Антонина Новоселова, Kanchkanar Nasher. Sponsor Galina Zdorovtsova, Olga Hramova Structure. On April 1st, my partner, Anton Chervachkov, achieved Silver Director qualification. Step after step, with ease and a smile, Anton is headed straight towards achieving his goals. He is a bright example of the millennial generation. Who are millennials? They are good with new technologies, possess global thinking, liberal in views, set big goals, and aim to achieve them fast. Anton has all of these qualities. I was amazed by his crazy energy and ambitions on the very first day of meeting Anton. What a guy, a storm. I need to work with him, I thought. It wasn't long enough for results to show. Following Anton came his friends, just as active as him, and then the team of super leaders from Poland, India, Japan, Korea, and other countries were discovered due to their hard work. As of today, Anton has a huge international team. He is outgoing, goal-driven, and unstoppable. He is also kind and a helpful leader. He is constantly involved in self-educating, promotes his YouTube channel, creates videos, attends the company's webinars, goes through additional education to help his business. That is very important, as there are partners who think that they know everything, which is the reason they don't have visible results. I know that it is necessary to attend all of the company's educating webinars, most importantly, the company's events. Right after my trip to Minsk in July of last year, I started meeting bright leaders. Anton was one of those leaders. Anton is going to Minsk with his team. His team is harvesting the strongest leaders, and I am sure that Anton will achieve president status very soon. Anton, thank you for your leadership, courage, and constant progress ahead. I wish for you to achieve further career heights and for all of your dreams to come true. You deserve it. All three of these reviews deserve loud applause, and each hero that we introduced you is a true diamond of our application. We are proud that we have such people in our project, and it is our honor to celebrate their success. The biggest surprise awaits us in Minsk, and I hope that we have tickets left. Our unforgettable big event will take place in this palace of a hotel, and the strongest leaders will be joining us there with their teams. They will hear the latest news and developments from the heads and developers of the company. Buy your tickets, and I'll see you there. I have a surprise for all of you. At the end of this year, in November, our annual corporate holiday will take place in Sri Lanka. Not in Goa as we promised, as we were offered to visit Sri Lanka by our partners instead, as it is one of the wonders of this world. We have traveled to many countries together, and our last year's corporate holidays took place in South Africa. The way to join us on this trip is simple. Just save up enough for your discount by inviting new partners to join us in this project in your first and second line, for which you receive bonuses. These bonuses are summarized and added up to your discount increases. As always, we will reside in the best hotel in Sri Lanka and will have breakfast and dinner included. We will discuss the details later on. The following table depicts people who earned the biggest discounts. Some earned almost half the price of the trip already. We are showing you those who have from $500 to $2,000 in their wallets. An international team of 31. A lot of various languages will be spoken on Sri Lanka. If they can do this, you can do this. And on this note, I'm concluding our conference today. Thank all of you for the time and attention, and I wish everyone great successes this week. Until we meet next time, goodbye.